We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Howell from the gun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Throwing is Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first and 10, it's Swift. Down to the 25. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. A give up the middle to Gibson. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd down and 13. Faking the handoff. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burt sets up to throw it. Now he's free to midfield. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell, escaping the pressure right. And this one too low. You look at this Eagle defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running.
That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. There he goes left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hurts. Incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Swift. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Commanders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Powell's throw complete to Dotson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Intercepted by the Eagles. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Great.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Swift going to try up the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. But first down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Commanders 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Second down, here's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shifts past him. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deron Payne able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Gibson with the solid pickup there. The Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. Here's Howell. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 73. Hurts. And this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing here, Howell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A big play here, 3rd and 2. Howell to throw. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Gainwell. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
63. Hey, 73.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
2nd down pass intercepted. The Commanders take over.
Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Howell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Pass complete to Alec Cox. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Hurts forced out to his left. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there. And it goes down as a sack as well. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're